I'm Sunetra Choudhury, National Political Editor of the Hindustan Times, and here are 5 reasons why the Priya Ramani versus MJ Akbar order given by a Delhi court today is a landmark one on sexual harassment and women in the workplace. First of all, at the outset, Priya Ramani has won this historic case against sexual harassment, but the biggest takeaway is that a woman who was sexually harassed had to prove herself not guilty of defamation and prove that she was not making false allegations. It took more than 2 years for Priya to clear the tag of being an accused. Why? Because at the height of the Me Too movement in 2017, she wrote an article that revealed how years ago, then journalist MJ Akbar had harassed her by inviting her to his hotel room for a job interview. Ramani's charges were actually the most mild. Witness Ghazala Wahab's testimony reveals serious charges of assault and even rape by journalist working in the US, Pallavi Gogoi. Now, the second thing is that the judgment is significant because of the fact that it drives the message home that you don't have to touch someone inappropriately to sexually harass them. MJ Akbar tried to use Priya Ramani's words that he didn't do anything, and yet he claimed she tarnished his reputation. However, the judgment also comes down on such predatory behavior. 16 women came out publicly to say Akbar harassed them, and the court upholds them all, from physical rape to just making someone feel uncomfortable. Now, Judge Ravindra Kumar Pandey makes a strong argument for creating a better workplace for women in India. He uses journalist Ghazala Wahab's testimony to make the point that prevention of sexual harassment is a woman's right and is the reason why women make up only 25% of the total workforce in the country. Ghazala, who was harassed by Akbar in the 90s, recalls how she got no help from her seniors and was even afraid to tell her parents because they would just make her quit her career and sit at home. Now, all workplaces at the moment have to have complaint cells, but women are still wary for this very reason of reporting their harassment. For the judgment, one of the biggest challenges it exposes in sexual harassment cases is that women often don't speak up immediately after they've been harassed. In the 91-page judgment, the allegations came to light 2 decades later, and yet the court believes the women making the allegations. The court didn't get distracted by the gaslighting that it was all a conspiracy to tarnish a brilliant journalist's image. In the end, the fact that she had a witness who backed her up was enough for the court to believe her. The court says women have a right to speak about their experiences on any platform, even after decades. And that is perhaps a huge validation from the court. MJ Akbar has a long CV that he uses as a weapon against Priya Ramani, that he's written several books, been editor of several newspapers, and therefore he is the victim of a grand slander campaign. The final reason for why this judgment should be applauded is that the court simply says that the accounts of the women prove that he is not a man of stellar reputation. The court goes on to say that however respectable such a man is, a woman cannot be punished for raising her voice against the sexual abuse on the pretext of criminal complaint of defamation. And so, in these 5 ways, we see a win for equal rights and gender from the Indian trial courts.